word drama has two definitions, one referring to play written for theater, film, or radio, the other referring to a highly emotional experience. Writers achieve drama in both senses of word through play scripts. Play scripts are an interesting type of text because, like film scripts, they are written for the purpose of performance. While they are meant to be memorized, rehearsed, and performed by actors on the stage, they are often analyzed and explored by students in language and literature classrooms.
So basically, the main thing that you have to keep in mind with play scripts is the fact that the script was written keeping in mind that it is going to be performed. Okay, it's not a novel or it's not written in that context. So the writer of the script expects there to be theatrics on stage, dress wear, which is symbolic of units, armies, to show what the scene is, the scenery, and so on. So the main thing we have to remember in a play script is it was written to be performed, not to be read.
Yes,
Okay, so there's lots of things that are said. Uh,
like
what-
Shakespeare, right?
yeah, anybody. Shakespeare is one. Okay, but there are hundreds and hundreds of plays. Written. Okay, so you have to understand they are considering stage art, clothing of the people, and all that. They are considering that those will send images or those will send messages to the audience. Okay, the way a person reacts when the facial expression and so on. So a lot of things are missing from play script that you may get in a novel because they know that it's being written for acting. It's not being written to be read. That is the main, you could say, difference between play scripts and other texts. Okay. Um, which plays have you read so far?
Um, I haven't really read any plays before. Like,
You have to study at least three different literary forms.
well,
Okay.
actually, the Midnight Summer Dream would be a play, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have read some plays. Yeah, I think that's the only one I read. But normally, I just read like books.
Okay. So we'll be doing three different literary forms of play
Okay.
scripts. Don't worry. We'll be analyzing play scripts. Okay. All the different text types that we've done, we've learned to identify them and analyze them. Okay, we'll do the analyzing in sessions. Don't worry. Okay, so next session we can actually start off the Tempest. Is the Tempest? Has it been done with you in school?
The Tempest.
Hmm?
Uh, we're studying it in the next semester, but this semester we have not started.
I'll do this with you. Okay. So both of us will read the lines. Okay. So I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. How will you read it out? Read that line, option E.
So I'm sorry, could you highlight it, please?
Option E.
Option A. Okay. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
So I said it like I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. So is there a difference between how you read it and how I read it?
Um, Maybe like the way the accent, I guess you could say,
Accent was different, yes, but
but the
uh,
tone.
even the tone was different,
Yeah.
right? So that is what a play is. Like it can be a line written, but every single individual, the way he says that line, changes the context in which the audience takes the line. Okay, so
So like,
that is what they're trying to show you. So let's do another line. Okay, let's do option D. A martini, shaken, not stirred. You read it out.
a martini shaken, not stirred.
So I know what he's talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I know.
So this is the drink that James Bond has.
Yeah.
Okay. So in my head, I'm trying to tell it like Bond. Okay. In your head, maybe that's not the case. Well, maybe you know what martinis are, but you didn't know that that was James Bond ka line. Getting it? So
Getting
how we tell it, in what context both of us tell it, is different. Okay? I'm going to offer him an. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Option F.
I am going to make him an offer he cannot refuse, or he can't refuse.
So, in what manner did you take that sentence?
I just sort of just said it like that, but like I think it's a famous movie line, right?
Yeah, it's a famous movie line, but you have to understand that in your head, you're still at an age where, you know, practicalities of the world, okay, aren't yet completely practical to you. Okay, so maybe you said it with actual belief in the lines, okay, or you said it with a lack of belief more so. Like no matter what the offer is, somebody can refuse it based on morals and ethics. But I'll say it with a bit less of a positive spin to it because I've seen a bit more. So I know that end of the day, a lot of people, no matter what they say, they tend to make the decision based on their finances or the financial proposition. So I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse is something I'll believe in and say because I know that he won't be able to refuse this. His nature won't let him. But you'll say it with a lack of belief because you may still believe that a person can refuse something based on just morals.
Yeah,
Okay, so that is again an approach. So if you and I were acting in a play, we would have told it differently. You get it? That's all they want to say, point of view and perspective. Okay, depending on each individual, the acting or the words that are there in a play can differ, and also the reception of it by other people can differ as well. Okay, it's very subjective.